they need number 2, 5. I cut this. I would not cut 5.
Morning guys. So how are you doing today? I'm feeling good actually. It's not been a bad morning. The post just came, or a package just came in the mail, popping up here, and yeah, I think these are the spindles that I ordered, which is great because that means I can focus on getting some spindling kits put together. And yeah, open this carefully and see what we've got in here. I didn't ask for like any specific colours or anything. These spindles are all handmade here in the UK and by a lovely husband and wife team. Lots of fun spindles. A bunch of spindles. How fun are these? I love all the different colours. So, it's back in the box. Okay, so these are all the spindles, and what's the other package? Because I didn't order anything else from them. These spindles. So I just rechecked my emails from them, and they said that they sent me a little something as well. So thank you. This is totally unexpected. I mean, I don't think they watch these videos, but in case they do, that's the company logo. They're called Spinspired. What's in here? Oh my goodness. It's so much fun. It's a little loom. Let's see. Okay, that's my invoice. Oh my goodness, how cute is this? It's a card, let me just check. Oh, that's so sweet. It says, sorry for the delay, man flu. And they've added a burr elm spindle and a mini tapestry frame for me. So that was this one. This was the extra spindle that they popped in. And a mini tapestry loom, which is amazing. I've wanted to try some weaving. It's like they knew. That's me. It comes with like a little information sheet on how to get started, and they even included a little set of mini skeins to play around with. This is so much fun. I can't wait to actually dig into this now. This is going to be amazing. Oh, and that's so cute. It's got a little ladybird on the corner. How sweet is that? Sweet. So you can actually purchase these from them as well. I'll put a link to their shop below this video, to their website, sorry. They don't sell directly through their website, but you can contact them if you want to buy something. But yeah, that is so sweet of them. Aww. That's why I like working with small businesses, not because they give you stuff for free, just because it's nice to, like, you know who you're dealing with. Like, I now have like a working relationship with this couple, and it's just really nice to be able to, like I said, support a small local business. So that's really fun. I get to play with that over the weekend. Because yeah, Layla's going to be going to my parents tomorrow. I still need to call and figure out the exact timings of it, but I'm going to be meeting my dad at a service station halfway between our house and their house and do the handover. My mum's working from home tomorrow, so she can't come to the station, come to the pickup. But yeah, so my dad's going to take Layla back, and then they're going to return her on Sunday at some point. So I'm going to have a couple of days. I'm going to have like 48 hours child free, which will be lovely. And I have plans for the weekend. So Friday evening I'm going into London to meet up with some friends for dinner, and then on Saturday I'm heading down to Brighton for the Socks on the Beach Christmas party, which I'm really looking forward to as well. Yeah, so that's exciting. I'm really looking forward to playing around with this loom now, and yeah, doing some weavings with it. I've been wanting to do some like little wall hanging weavings. I think it'd be really quite cute. Nothing like super elaborate or extravagant or anything, but I've got some ideas for some art yarns that I want to play around with spinning, and they're not really the kind of yarns that I imagine I would want to knit with afterwards, and I think they would look the best in a woven piece. I am in no way interested in weaving fabric for like dressmaking or anything like that, or weaving scarves and shawls and stuff. I think I would like and enjoy weaving for like decorative pieces. I think that's more my jam. I'm not really don't really have that sort of mindset with weaving. I've been seeing Grace doing a lot of weaving and then sewing with her woven fabrics to make garments and stuff, and I think that's amazing. That is really beautiful. I just don't want to do that and that's perfectly fine. That is a totally valid thing. Like, you don't have to want to do those things. But yes, I'm excited to try out this little tapestry loom. Then what else have I got to do today? I still have some patterns I need to work on and a bunch of other bits. I've got so many little things that I need to get done. It's actually, I don't even know where to begin. So I'm just going to begin and hopefully make a dent. And there's the doorbell again. So I was busy doing work downstairs when the doorbell rang again. So the spindles already arrived. I got another package that came for Perry, then another package that came for me, which is part of Layla's Christmas present, which I'll show you later. And then it rang again. Honestly, it's been a day of constantly running up and down the stairs to answer the door. So this fun package arrived today. So I mentioned that I was doing another advent swap with another friend, and that has finally arrived. And this is an advent that I did with an advent swap that I did with Meg of Bad Wolf Girl Sits and Knits. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, her dyeing company is Bad Wolf Girl Studios, and she has a podcast and she's doing Vlogmas as well. So if you search on YouTube for Bad Wolf Girl, it'll come up. And yeah, so we did a minis swap, and hers arrived today. So we have the first 5 days to open. All right, let's start with number one. Oh, that's cute. It's very Christmassy. So that's day one. Ooh. That's day two. Love the colours on day two. I'm not sure, but I'm assuming some of these are Meg's own hand-dyed yarns. They're not labelled, so I can't be sure. Number three. Ooh. That's really pretty. It's got a bit of sparkle in it as well. Ooh, number four is bright. How fun is that? Oops, a little bit of tissue paper on it. And finally, day five. Ooh, so this was definitely one of hers because it's got a tag on it. So this is one of hers. Doesn't have a colorway name on it, but it's beautiful purples and orangey yellows and some pink in there as well. So we have, in the order that they were opened, the first 5 days. My plan with these are to knit them into pinwheel blocks for Layla's blanket, and so throughout Advent I should have enough to do 3 blocks with the minis that I get, and then whatever's left I will probably put into a magic cake ball and crochet into my granny stripe blanket, so that'll be fun. So yeah, thank you so much, Meg, for doing this swap with me. I had fun doing the Christmas present swap last year, and this year it's really fun to do another mini swap. All right, back to work. Hey guys, so I've just done a bit of work, had my lunch. It is now 2:30 in the afternoon, and I wanted to sit down and do something which is part of Layla's Christmas present. And this is something I wanted to do this year for her because she's really into looking at herself, like her pictures and videos of her on our phones. Like, she always asks to watch Layla videos or to see baby Layla and stuff like that, which is really cute. So she enjoys like flicking through photos and stuff on our phones. So I thought it'd be really fun, and so I got her a photo album, and I thought it'd be really fun to fill it with some photos from the last 3 years, almost 3 years of her life, and photos of her, of us, friends, family, going on trips, all sorts of things like that from the last almost 3 years, so she can flick through them whenever she wants. I thought it'd be nice to have like nice actually printed photos in these sort of sleeves. That way they're less likely to get damaged than if I printed a photo book where she might tear the pages. And plus it's just nice sometimes to have physical photos. So I got one, and each of this book can take 40 images. I was like, that's fine. It'll be hard to narrow it down, but I think I can narrow it down to 40. Yeah, that was a joke. That was never going to happen. So I went ahead and got 2 more. And I didn't realise this one, the little llama one, has like raised bits with glitter on it, which is quite fun. And this galaxy print one is metallic. I got these all from Boots in the UK, and they have a bunch of different prints. I just picked these 3 because I thought they were really fun. And yeah, so one of them is going to be just photos from our trip to Europe from earlier this year, so it's just going to be dedicated for our European road trip, and the other 2 are going to be photos from the last, like I said, almost 3 years. So I'm gonna fill these in a second. I just wanted to share some of these pictures. I mean, like, one of my favorite things to do, actually, it's definitely up there with knitting, is photography. Is like a huge hobby of mine. It was my main creative outlet before I found knitting, and I almost became a full-time photographer at one point, but I called quits on that because of my back and other reasons as well. But I love this one. It's my favorite like family picture of us from that trip. But yeah, so it's I love this picture of my mum and Layla. Layla was only about a month old at this point and just like passed out asleep on my mum. It's just all sorts of really fun memories, like Perry's graduation. This is one of my favorite photos of Layla as well. Just loads in here. And yeah, so it's just really, I thought it'd be really fun for her to be able to flick through and see pictures of like her with family, with friends, and there's another favourite of mine with my brother. Yeah, I just thought it'd be fun with her friend Sasha, who she's like obsessed with. And yeah, I just thought it would be fun, and I hope she appreciates it. I hope she likes it. She might be a bit young to like truly appreciate it. I mean, like, look at that little face. Sorry, I know for a lot of you this probably isn't the most interesting thing in the world, but since she's become obsessed with Peppa Pig, she's always asking about muddy puddles, so I wanted to include this picture. I think this is actually the first time she jumped in a proper muddy puddle, not just a puddle on the pavement, but a proper muddy puddle. It's like from her first birthday. Just so many cute ones in here. Just like that one, look how cute she is. Anyway, like I said, tons and tons of photos of her, the bluebells in the last couple of years. So I'm going to sit here and organise these and put them in the albums. That's really cute. I love that picture. Yep. Alright then, I'm just going to crack on and stop like just showing you all the pictures. Right, so I finally finished putting all those photos into the photo albums, and it was just so lovely to sit back down and go through all those photos again. Well, to be fair, I'd only gone through them last week when I was picking out the pictures to put into the photo albums. I actually got a phone call earlier, I forgot to tell you, got a phone call earlier that my laptop's ready, so that was a very quick turnaround. They must have had the part in store to be able to do it that quickly. That's it really. Oh, I finished off 4 more blocks on the scrappy blanket for Layla, the pinwheel scrap blanket. So my goal was to have 12 blocks, 1 for each month of the year, done by the end of this year, and I'm now at 12. So this is 1 block, which are all the yarns in this sweater plus 2 others. There's this one. The 4 on this side are the yarns I use for my forage sweater. These 2 on the corner I knit Layla a cardigan with. This is almost all of the yarns I used in my Not So Little Nugget sweater, other than this blue and this lighter purple at the bottom here. Weren't in that, but they kind of went with the rest, so I popped them in. And finally, this is the one I worked on last night, is my handspun block from all those little handspun minis that I spun up on my Turkish spindle. I did ply them on the wheel, but I spun them up, the singles, on the Turkish spindle, and I really love how this turned out. It actually looks pretty cohesive as well. So the doorbell rang yet again. I think that's like maybe the 5th or 6th time today now that I've had to go get packages. And Perry's Christmas present has turned up. I think I'm just gonna have to wrap it and leave it upstairs because it's quite big. It's not heavy, it's not particularly heavy, but I think once I wrap it, it'll be hard to move it. So, and I obviously don't want to show you because Perry watches these videos. So, I think I'm just gonna have to get the wrapping paper now and wrap it and stick it in a corner somewhere, because otherwise, if I don't wrap it, then it'll end up in the background of the vlog at some point without me realizing, and then he'll see and it'll be ruined, and we don't want that. So and I wound up another magic cake ball. So this has all of the rainbow minis in it that I had a lot left over of, and the minis that Joe sent me. So that's another 12 minis to go into the blanket. I kept the minis around the anywhere from 5 to 7 grams mark. Like, I didn't want it to be like giant chunks of colour. And then I also put these, the We Are Knitters kit, into this basket. And I'm trying to decide between whether I crochet a bit more on this blanket or cast on a new blanket. I think I'm going to cast on the blanket.
toilet.
You're going to use the toilet?
I need to be on toilet my special seat.
Oh, okay. Let's go give it a go. You got your stool? Evening, guys. So Layla's asleep now. It took quite a while to get her to go to bed. Then I was getting my dinner ready whilst chatting with my mum about the weekend and sort of explaining a few things about Layla's like routine and stuff, and just making sure that everything was okay. So Layla's all excited about going to see her Mamani and Baba Buzorg tomorrow. And yeah, she's excited about having her sleepover. Then yeah, we're going to be heading off. We're meeting my dad at a service station like I mentioned before, and we'll do the handover and he'll take her home and then I'll come back. So this is probably going to be it for me for tonight, to be honest. I'm just going to have my dinner, then I'll probably knit for a little bit before I go downstairs and edit this vlog. So thank you for joining me today, and I will see you guys again tomorrow. Bye.